Welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Welcome everyone to Ford Field, home of the Lions here in Detroit. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Spartans will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Manning. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will come out first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position. And these are two of them to the entire country.
And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Terrapins want to move quickly.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Terrapins are marching down the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Terrapins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So Michigan State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays, and so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. The Spartans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires to the middle. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They want to run this quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Spartans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to run it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
We've reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
8, Maryland 3.
Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Manning. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Gonna run it, it's Ray. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Washington. Puts it out of the air. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man, it's Frazier. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss to the outside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, the thing about the jet sweep is oftentimes it gets the defense confused. They can't find the ball, but not that time. Great job of eye discipline defensively, finding who had the ball, and then using their speed to get there to make a nice tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Kelly. There he goes. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains, it's at the 37. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
I mean, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night, it's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws a pick.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Washington. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got it in the middle, it's Belling. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Now he's going to break the pocket. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Starts the drive trying to go up top. catch in the middle. It's Webb. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk.
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Makes the grab. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Touchdown, Maryland! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The give to the back.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Maryland, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Terrapins will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll open the second half with a run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback keeper. Got the first down and more.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Kelly. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Childs. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further. Signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. He leaves it with his back. Runs through the tackle. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a man miss. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the ground, it's Ray. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guarantee.
Touchdown, Terrapins! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out, they'll get you a touchdown. That's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Belly. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient, make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw, but with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
This is a designed run. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Offense gets set for second down. Power football with the run. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. And the Terrapins line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Spartans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the run, it's Ray. Oh, he's got some space. And they swarm him under. The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Washington. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. On target over the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's taking the shot. He's got it on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Maryland! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. Can't just let him pick you apart.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Just going to keep it after the snap.
And you could tell the cue. To run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Washington. They'll run the screen. Got room on the return. Continues to fight for yards. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Webb. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Ray. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And that's exactly what I want from my quarterback. I trust you. I want to throw the ball down the field on 3rd and long, make a play, but understanding the situation, throw that thing to the crowd. Now a field goal puts me up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter where I like my chances.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Marsh. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't.
And he's forced out of bounds after a huge loss on the play. What a boneheaded moment. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're
going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Shakes off the defender. Got enough for the 1st down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. The Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The give is to Smith. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start giving new guys an opportunity